Hi, this is Erin Bummelin. I'm doing a copy presentation about my icons. I didn't know we were supposed to do um, a video presentation of our icons. So I thought we're supposed to do just a post, like send a picture on here. But I've noticed everybody else was doing videos, so I already did these yesterday. And I went through the tutorial with the video instructions, so it's just a lot of back and forth, pausing and then unpausing the way that she did it. But I'll lightly go over these and talk about how what are this, like some of the few things that I've learned that's new for me. So this one was the first one I did, and one of the things that I've noticed is that she did shapes instead of outlines. So she did this one as a rectangle shape, this one as well, and this one on top, which made it easier for her to use the paint to color the shapes. There was a few things that were a little bit new for me. So the reflecting of the two, it took me a while to get that right, but I did do it like the way the video said. And so I used the pen tool, went over it, and then I used the reflect tool, which is this one here, and you just hold, I think it was Option, and you hold Option, and then you click kind of in the direction like you want, and then it would reflect it that way. I didn't get 100% like totally close, like accurate. For some reason it's kind of like on the angle a little bit, so I probably still need to work on that. But overall, I got the idea of how to use the reflection tool. I personally though still I just go through here and I go through the settings and go to reflect that way. But it's nice and cool to know that there's different ways to go about doing an art project on here. I chose these colors because I looked at the other ones and I'm like, I do like these colors more. And so the only thing that I changed differently from the video was that she used the dark blue and I used the light blue. And so I think it just looks more of my type of style. But anyway, so the next one is the cup. This one was pretty easy. You can always, if you don't want the double shadow look, you can always just move it up. Actually, I have to ungroup it real quick. Let's see. Okay, it's ungrouped. You can move that up and then move this one down. And it would cover the shadow, but I left it because it looks like it gives a little bit more dimension. But for this one, I didn't really have too many problems. You still have it, which you can kind of see right there. It's not 100% accurate, but it was pretty close. And with the lines, you can just hold Shift and kind of, oopsie, hold this one here, and that's how you kind of connect them through the object way. Or you can press Command Y and you go to your outlines, and then you would go to your indirect. You can always do it with the keys, but for the sake of this video, it won't let me. But then you would just go here and you only have the bottoms, and then you would go to alignment, and then you would click horizontal alignment center, and then that would align it. If like one of the lines were like all the way over here, it would make it all the same distance from each other, and then you would go to the other side and then do the same thing with the alignment. One thing that I noticed, if you click this and then you use your arrow keys, you can move it that way as well. So that was something neat. And to get out of the online outlines, look, you would just press Command Y, and then you go right back to how you had it in the first place. The thing that was pretty much it that I've learned new from this one. Everything else was pretty simple. Going to the next one, it was pretty simple as well. Just use the pen tool, and it went over some of the lines and from the picture. And the only thing differently is the circle doesn't have this lip right here, but that's because when I divided it with the Pathfinder, it divided both of them, and I didn't know how to connect them again because they had outlines on both shapes, so I just deleted that one and put the square over it. But other than that, I think that was about it for this one. And then the last one is just my icon and how it is supposed to be organized. And the difference with this is throughout the video it was explaining about the width that can be used. And so you have 6 points here, and you can change that and make sure all of them are connected. So you press this key over here, the scale tool, double click it, make sure it's strokes and effects, and then you can shrink it down to like this way. So all the lines are the way it's supposed to be. Alignment stroke is kind of having the weight equalized. These are, the edges to be curved. And that was pretty much it for this video. Not too much more I think I can talk about right now. But other than that, thank you for watching this video.